Hi everybody, welcome back. So today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm actually going to be doing an unboxing. Lost Vape did send me their new Grus Kit. This is actually an updated version of the Grus Kit that came out a few months ago. I never got the original one, but I have seen pictures of the original one, and I went and I looked up the original because this was an updated one. And basically this one has a new chipset in it. So we're going to go ahead and open that up, unbox it, and then, I'll give you my final thoughts at the end. Also, I've been waiting for this since I did my Ursa Quest review. I'm going to be doing also an unboxing or just like a show and tell of the Ursa Subohm Tank. This is actually a Subohm tank. It could be like a pod Subohm tank, and it can be like an RTA Subohm tank. It's a lot of moving parts. It's a lot of stuff. So let's go down. I'm going to show you everything as I unbox it. We'll get first impressions, and then at the end, I'm going to give you my thoughts about it. So let's go ahead and go down and look at the Lost Vape Grus Kit as well as the Ursa Subohm Tank. Okay, so like I mentioned above, we're going to be doing an unboxing. I have their Ursa Subohm Tank right here, but it is actually also an RTA, so I'm going to show you both ways. And then they've got the Grus 100 watt kit. Now this is now the Grus did come out a few months ago. I didn't get it, but I did get the updated version just to unbox and show you. They did update the chip inside. So I'm going to show you the menu. The menu is very, very similar to the Ursa Quest, which is one of my all-time favorite mods. I use this every single day. So let's go ahead and unbox this. By the way, you see that? We're going to show you. This is the newer Grus Kit. So that means that if you were to purchase it now, you will get the updated version. So let's go ahead and open that up. Now, as you can see, as it said on the front of the box, you're going to get 4 coils because there's 2 coils in here, your adapter cap and a charging cable, and then you get 2 coils here. So that's cool. Then you're going to get your, this is going to be your pod tank that comes with it. It's got a 510 adapter already on it, which is cool. You can screw it on, screw it off apparently. Okay, that's cool. And then we've got the Grus. Now, I've been really excited about this because a lot of people have actually been asking me about it. And the only thing that I can tell, and basically I really looked at the picture and the menu is exactly the same as the Ursa Quest. So I did hear that they were going to be updating it, the firmware. So this has got that firmware, I guess. So here it does say Lost Vape. You've got your nice coloring here. It does say on the box what color it is. You've got it there. It says Grus. You've got your fire button, your up, your down, and then your menu or select button and your OLED screen. On the back, you have nothing. It does take Type-C charging, which they do give you a Type-C charging cable. At least I hope so. Let's go ahead and look at this extras box. Let's just make sure, shall we? Okay, so you're going to get your user manual, always good. So you got the user manual for the tank and you've got it for the mod. I really like when they do things like this because you don't need a whole big booklet. It depends on what you want to look up. You can actually look it up that way. Awesome, awesome, awesome. You are going to get a Type-C charging cable and it looks like it to be a good length. So that is definitely a plus. You're going to have 2 coils here. You've got your 18650 battery adapter, very similar to the Ursa Quest. And then, of course, you're going to have your warranty and registration information. Now, as you can see, they give you 2 extra coils. The coils that they're giving you are the same exact as here. Coming with 4 coils is absolutely amazing to start off with. I have to commend them for doing that because usually you get 2 coils. In this case, you're actually getting 4 if you get this Grus Kit, which is absolutely amazing. So what we can do is we can go ahead and take a look at the tank. Now, my favorite coil is going to be this one. This is actually their 0.15 ohm resistance coil. I know it very well because, again, I love my Ursa. So I'm very, very familiar with this. It is a mesh coil and it's super, super flavorful. Now, in the original Ursa Quest, it came with a smaller coil for the smaller pod tank. So this is definitely a new coil, and this one is the one that I showed you that they had available separately. This is the one that's made out of stainless steel so that you can use this one in temperature control, and it is mesh. So if you're a temperature control person, you're really, really gonna like that. So here we are with the tank. It does have a removable 810 drip tip, but of course they do have the O-rings in it on the top. You just make sure of that. And then, which doesn't bother me because I've been using because I've been using my other one just fine. On the bottom, let's see, it says Lost Vape UB Pro Pod Tank. So very, very similar to the pod tank on the Ursa. This one does have, I'm guessing, adjustable airflow. Yes, yes, yes. Adjustable airflow, 3 slots. Love that. You've got the slide fill, and I love it because they give you a little lip to it, and that's what's on this one that I use all the time. I love the lip in it. So it's very, very easy to fill. And what I do is I actually open it up, and you can swivel it around to get it out of the way so that you don't worry about breaking it, which I really like. And it's a nice open hole. So it's very, very easy to fill. At least if it's like the other one. And then let's see, to get into this, you're just going to screw off the base. So I do like that they give you a 510 base so that you can use this on a 510 mod or a regular mod, which is great. And being that this one is a regular mod, I think that that's awesome. This is definitely made for the UB coils because of the fact that you've got the UB Pro coils are much fatter, so they fit right in just like that. That's awesome. But yeah, that is cool. That's awesome. Now, this can also take the RBA deck, which I've been using religiously. So I'm going to go ahead and put my RBA deck in that I've been using, and it fits perfectly. And this makes it like an RTA style UB Pro tank. So that's awesome. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to save that one. And we're going to go ahead and put this coil in. I love this coil. Really, really nice. What I do suggest doing, though, is always priming up your coil, especially one that's got cotton like this, because that way you know that it's going to be nice and saturated and ready for you. So I'm going to do is just go ahead and put a little bit of cotton here, and then we're going to go over the mod. I'm really, really excited about showing you the mod. We're actually looking at it for the first time. It's so weird because I don't really do unboxings. I only do reviews. So this is kind of weird to be doing an unboxing, to be honest with you. So bear with me. So put that there. Go ahead and put this on here. Screw that in. Awesome. And this, when I looked it up, this takes, it holds 5.5 mils of e-liquid, and it's 26 millimeters in diameter on the base, and then it bulges out to 28 millimeters. Because I did look that up because I like to have some information when I'm, looking at anything. I always do my research first. So there we go. Easy to fill. As I said before, I just swivel it around side like this and go ahead and fill it. And again, it does say it holds 5.5 mils of e-liquid. Now, I think that the original UB Pro Pod holds more. At least it feels like it does. But I won't lie, I'm always filling it. So that's why I'm very, very familiar with this fill port. Very, very familiar. Look at that. No mess, no fuss. So we'll go ahead and leave this aside because we want that to wick up. I'm gonna move this stuff out of the way. We're gonna look at the mod because I'm also very, very interested in this. This is actually their Subohm tank, but I don't see it online anywhere. But they did send it to me for review. As a matter of fact, we'll go ahead and look at it. Now, it does have a base with this, but we're going to have a discussion because I've just looked at it and just played with it, but I haven't really used it. So it is a true unboxing. Here is the Lost Vape mod. Like I said, I went pretty much over everything for the Grus. I'm going to go ahead and put a battery in here. One thing I love about this and the Ursa Quest is that this is made for females. Look at that. I can literally open it up, which a lot of styles like this, you can't open it up. It's very, very hard and you got to get a tool or something. With the caps that they provide, it's absolutely awesome. So I am going to be using a 21700 battery. Put that in there. I always turn it opposite so that it catches and it makes it much, much easier to actually install the batteries. And I do that all the time. Again, I use the Ursa Quest all the time. So if you notice the menu, very, very similar to the Ursa Quest menu. So they literally put the same chipset in. So that is awesome because I absolutely love this menu here. So on the menu, the first thing you're going to see here is you're going to see your battery percentage, definitely a pro. You're going to see your resistance. You're going to see your wattage. You're going to have your vape strength right there. And then you're going to have your puff counter and setting. So what I'm going to do is select is your button of choice, but I'm going to go ahead and scroll down. So once you start scrolling, it turns blue. Scroll to where you want to change it, like here, and then you're going to press your select button. Once it changes to norm, then you can change it. So it's got normal, hard, or soft. I do like normal, so I'm gonna leave it there. Press blue to select it, or your fire button. If you wanna clear your puffs, you just go over to the puffs, and if you press your select button, it automatically clears that. There you go. And then you can change your wattage. Now this does go up to 100 watts. So making it orange, going all the way up. Let's go up to 100 watts. And it does round robin. So that's awesome. Awesome, awesome. I love that. Now it does go in 0.5 increments, but it does do whole increments if you press and hold it. So that's definitely a plus. So let's go down to the settings because I'm interested in the settings. So let's go ahead and go there. Pressing the select button, and let's see, let's go to the top. So atomizer, I think we were just doing that. So that's going to give you everything on the main screen. So let's go back. The next one is going to be your screen for the brightness. I'm going to go ahead and turn that up because I do like a bright screen. There we go. Color, I love color choices, and I don't remember if the other one had it. Look at that, yellow, white, red, green, purple. I either like that one or the yellow. I'm kind of liking the yellow one, so I'm going to select that one. The user, this is actually where you can actually select your menu settings or your memory settings depending on what you have it on. I don't technically use the memory setting, to be honest with you. I just adjust it, but you can do it. You can go ahead and go in here and you can just adjust the settings the way that you like them, whether it be, temperature or not, and you just select it over here. So that's great. I just personally do not use memory settings, so I'm not going to go over that. You can reset the whole device. You can do the about. What's this? This is going to give you the firmware. And that's it. That's pretty much back. I really like that yellow. Wow, that's so nice. But yeah, so that's really, really nice. I absolutely love that. So I'm really liking this so far. And you can use the pod tank that it comes with right here. I'll go ahead and put that on there. Very, very nice. Again, it goes up to 100 watts. And this coil that I have in it, it's made of nichrome 80, because this is the coil that I use all the time. And it's rated between 70 to 90 watts. Now, let me go ahead and just look at, yeah, you can adjust the airflow good. I just want to check that because sometimes when you have something like this that's so tight, you can't adjust the airflow without it taking, coming off. So I really like that. Let's go ahead and change the wattage. Oops, back. Let's go back up here. I want to go to wattage. Ooh, now we're going to make it yellow. Cool. So in this screen, of course, it'll be a light yellow. So that's cool. It won't be orange and blue. If you're just starting out, try the orange and blue. So I'm just going to leave it at 55 watts. Wow, that's bright. That's really, really nice. I like that. So there we go. Got it on norm and everything. So that's cool. So let's go ahead and look at the Subohm tank. Now this did come with 2 pieces and I was fiddling around with it and I'm not exactly sure what it's for. And then I thought, you know what? The way that it is with this, it would actually go on in here. The only thing is, there's no way to lock this in place unless you take this off. So I'm guessing to use that piece, what you would do is take this off, and which is something I didn't try, and then you would screw this in. Yes, okay, all right. So that makes this an RTA, but you can literally make this an RTA, and you can make the original UB Pro Pod also an RBA. So that's cool, or an RTA. So there we go. That makes sense now. That definitely makes more sense. Cool. And then you've got your airflow here. Again, this is just my first time. The only thing I did with this is I was saying, wow, it's so loose. I really didn't go into it. And then I was trying it with the RBA deck that I have. Yeah. So let's go ahead and put in an RBA deck. I really want to put in an RBA deck on this. I figure why not build it with you. So I'm going to go ahead and just unscrew this. Might as well. You're here anyways. So, and I love this. So now you get a free show. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and loosen these up. Look at how smooth they are. I love the, if you don't have the RBA deck, even if you're a new builder or somebody who hasn't built before, I recommend this because it's so easy to learn with. What you're going to do is, it does come with coils already, but I love my fused Claptons from Coil Clout. So I'm going to be using these. This is just my favorite, my preferred. So I'm going to be using my coily tool, also from Coil Clout. And I'm just going to pick it 6.5 millimeters, and I'm going to go ahead and cut that. There we go. Super, super easy. And then we can just drop this coil in. All we need to do is just drop it in like this. Boom, it's done. Tighten it up. Now I do have a full tutorial with the RBA. If you want to go ahead and check that out, I'll go ahead and leave the link at the end of the video and also down in the description for you. And you can just get a full review just of the RBA deck. Okay, we're just gonna drip and pulse. Drip and pulse. Well, and as you can see, it's coming out toward the ends, which is what I want because that's going to help me place my cotton. Perfect. So now all we need to do is just put our ring on it. And now the RBA is built. Perfect. I'm just going to go ahead and put this in here. Now watch this. Boom, it's in. That's all you got to do. Just push it in like that and it's in. All right, and let's go ahead and put on the base. That way it literally makes this like an RTA. It really does. Or a Subohm tank with an RBA. Okay, we'll do that. Now this does have an arrow here. This is the one thing I'm going to tell you right away I'm not a fan of. I don't like slide fills, especially when there's no lock. So that's not the, it's not a big deal for some, but for me, not a fan. I'm not sure how much e-liquid this holds because I can't really find it online. I'm guessing it's about 5.5, maybe 6 mils. That's what I'm guessing. Again, don't know for sure. And then I'm going to put this one on my Lost Vape. I'm going to put this one on my Ursa Quest. Not bad at all. Now I can take this off and use this piece as well. Either way, I really want to use it like a Subohm tank though. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this up here. And maybe we'll switch it out when we're up top. So let's go ahead and go up top. Let's take a look, or let's actually vape on the Grus. I'll tell you how I feel about it. I know that this is just an unboxing, first impressions, but I can still let you know how I feel about it. So let's go ahead and go on top. We'll go ahead and look at the new Grus Kit. Again, new because of the fact that the chipset's been updated. And then we're going to look at the Subohm tank / Subohm with RBA tank. So let's go up and have a vape. Here we are back on top. I've got the Grus Kit right here, and then I've got the Subohm tank on my Ursa Quest mod, and we're gonna go ahead and vape them. So first, I'm gonna vape this one, and this one does have my favorite coil in it, so pretty much, you know. Flavor and Clouds. Absolutely love these. These are so good. You don't understand. These coils are so good. Really, really love it. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the Subohm tank, which I do have it in the Subohm style setup with the 510 on top of my Ursa Quest. And I've got the same e-liquid in both, and I've got the RBA deck in this one. And let's go ahead and have a vape of this one as well. It's so funny because it's just a great vape either way that you go. I've been loving the RBA base. Or the RBA deck. I have literally been using that the whole time and then swapping out sometimes the coil that I have in here and the UB Pro coil. And I love their coils, and I love that RBA deck. It's literally my favorite if you are into even if you're not into building yet and you're interested in it. It's the most simplest RBA deck, and it's so good. So I would definitely recommend it. They do sell it separately. I think it's like around $10. You can go to Brad's Vapor and you can get the RBA deck if you're interested in it. I highly recommend it. Let's go ahead and look at the Grus Kit because this is new to me, more so than the RBA, and the Subohm's new to me. I really wanted it, but I really want to focus on this because let me tell you, I love it. I really do. Just by first impressions, I really love it. I love the fact that it comes with the 510. I'm used to having the other one where you actually have to swap out the 510 and, you know, the pod holder. But this one, I love that they made this sort of look like a Subohm tank. So I really like that about this. It's really easy to take apart. It's got the 3-way airflow, which to me is definitely a huge pro because for me, it just gives it more of a rounded flavor. I don't know how to explain it. It's just that it's like, I don't know. It just rounds out that flavor for me. In addition to that, I love the feel of this. Don't get me wrong, I love the feel of the other one, but this one is much lighter in my personal opinion. I like the looks of it. The menu settings, I love changing those colors. I love everything about the menu. Again, I'm very, very familiar with the menu. So this to me, I would definitely suggest this mod if you're just looking into like a Subohm type of kit, but you can actually, you know, do so many things with it. You can also use the RBA in here as well. I really like this kit altogether. Plus you can use any other atomizer as well. So this will take bigger tanks as well, but I think that this is just, it's just really, I really like it. I like the colors of it. The screen is, I don't know, it's so bright. Look at that screen. That is like one of the brightest screens. Me personally, I used to not be a fan of the 3 buttons, but I really like having that mode select button and things like that. Now, there is one thing that I did forget to share down below, which you can do with this and this, is that you can actually lock the wattage. If you press the up and the down, just the up and down, not the select, it'll actually lock the wattage. So now the wattage is locked. You cannot change the wattage and it'll tell you how to unlock it, but you can still fire the device. So that to me is definitely a huge pro that they did that on here, because I like locking my wattage, especially on something like this where you're literally just every time that you press your up or down, you're going through the menu, basically the screen, and then you can select it. But for me, I really like to lock the wattage, and that way I don't accidentally change it by accident. I don't accidentally change it. And I really, really love that about this. So that's my first impressions. If you have the Grus Kit or you're interested in getting this Grus Kit, let me know down below. Let me know your thoughts. Why do you like it? What about it is your favorite part of it? I don't even know what to say is my favorite. My favorite part, I want to say, is really the screen. I love the brightness of the screen. I love how it works, and I love the feel of it in my hand. It feels like a substantial mod, but it doesn't feel overly heavy. So I really, really like that about this. I love the looks of it, the button placement, everything about it I think is really nice. It takes Type-C charging. I never really say pro or con when it's a removable battery, because I always suggest charging your batteries outside the device. But if push came to shove and you really need to charge it, you can do it with Type-C charging, so it'll charge faster. So yeah, so that's pretty much my spiel of my unboxing for the Subohm Tank and the Grus. I keep looking at the Grus because the Grus has my heart. I really, really like it a lot. I think the Subohm Tank is great, especially for beginners. So I'm really, really interested when they come out with it, like what the price point is going to be, because I think that it's great that they can start out with the Subohm and then put the RBA deck in it, and it's going to be just as good. I think it's just great. I really, really do. I really like it. I like the looks of it. The only thing that I'm not a fan of from first glance and first impressions is going to be that top fill. It's not bothering me. It's not sliding open easily, which is a great thing. I just wish that it had a lock on it if it's going to be a slide fill. That's it for like my first impression for that. On here, I'm not really finding any cons. Everything, I can't find any cons on this. Not by, not since I opened it. I cannot find any cons. So yeah, so that's pretty much been my unboxing. Let me know down in the comments, do you like unboxings? Do you like me doing unboxings? I can't help it but kind of do a little bit of research before I unboxed it, because that's just my way of doing things. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I will see you in the next one.